here live on Shaggy TV for the Dirty Dozen Crown Jewel Pro Late Model Series, and we're at the Big E tonight, man. The house that Earl built, and tell you what, a lot of these boys are from Ohio. This one would mean a lot to bring this one home here as we're on race 6 out of 8 here. Next week we'll be at Cedar Lake Speedway, and in 2 weeks I'm hoping maybe they want to push the finale back, but in 2 weeks I will be at a Foo Fighters concert in Hershey, Pennsylvania. So sadly I am out of commission next week, and committed to a charity sprint car race as well through iRacing, through the Coast to Coast Racing Network. It's going to be a 360 sprint car event at Knoxville. They do a Knoxville Nationals. It takes all week. You only get 50 to 60 guys. So if you're interested in doing that for charity, it's the Steve King Foundation. Get your butt out there and support a good cause. But man, we're going to be supporting the dirt cause here tonight at Eldora. Man, this one's going to be a fun one. Right now at the top of the speed charts is that 5 of Michael Lonis. It's been a season of frustration for that guy. He's tried to win, been on the podium in almost every event so far this season, but just hasn't been able to seal the deal and get the win. Now this guy on the other end, David Haig, he's gotten a win this season, and man, he showed some speed last week. Justin Doherty here, the Mansfield, Ohio native. As soon as he gets some camera time, he's going to pull off here. Little camera shy. Brock Mosky in this 3 machine. He's going to work with the Grim Reaper, David Reap. Try to give you a little sights here around Eldora. I'm going to be quiet here for a lap. Let's just listen to these guys go through turn 2. We'll follow them around the track. Just such a big track here. David Reed getting as close as he can on that inside wall there to the one, just trying to find speed. And that 3 of Brock Mosky, he's moved up to P3 on the speed charts. He has found some time. Here's Michael Lonis. He's on the track as well here in another practice. Michael Lonis with a new paint scheme this week. Let's check this thing out here. That thing looks pretty good, that 5 machine. Just burning money on the front. Just burning up money. That's all you do in racing. I'll tell you what. Best way to make $1 million in racing is to start with 10. That's what they always say. And these things, man, they can become quite the money pit. But, man, he who dies with the most toys wins. That's what my uncle always said. Pontiac guy, actually, and man, he loves collecting cars, and that's basically the same money pit here as racing. So pick your poison here in life. You got to do something fun. So we're running out of time here in practice. We got about a minute left before these guys roll into qualifying here at the Big E. But right now, Michael Lonis and who is that? William Hess here. They're just back and forth, giving us an early taste of what we might see tonight in that Kyle Petty looking mellow yellow machine. You gotta love that. You can get a good look at that thing. Side by side with the 5. Here comes Michael. He's gonna counter back. These guys are just going at it door to door here. clean as a whistle for both of them. Tyler Frankenberry, a new guy here. I haven't really seen this guy. Glad we got him on just before in the 038. He's a guy who we'll have to keep our eye on. I'm not too sure how he's going to run comparative to the rest of the field. I haven't seen him run before, but man, this William Hess. Looks like him and Michael Lonis are going to be going at it good here tonight. Well, let's see here. You guys know the drill by now here in qualifying. You want to see purple at the bottom of the screen here when they start rolling out. You want fastest sector. Green's going to be personal best for you, and well, yellow, orange, like I said, that's bad news. That's going to be worse than your personal best sector. So you always want at least green here. We're going to follow the Grim Reaper here on lap number 1. Well, let's go on board with him here, actually. Grim Reaper, where is he gonna come home right now? So let's see here. We're gonna adjust this a little bit for you guys. There we go. Now we're seeing the laps coming up top. 3 in right now at times. David Haig currently at the top of the chart. We're gonna switch to the tower view for you here, just so you can get the live times as they come in. Right now, David Haig, he's the quick man up top here with a 15:01. Michael Lonis here on lap number 2. Purple. That's good. That's good. That's what we want to see from that 5. P1 right now with a 14:91 from the 5 of Michael Lonis. Spencer Green on his final lap. He's going to run green here. Let's see if he improves. Going to slow down in the final sector. William Hess does improve. He moves the P3 on his final lap. We've got 2 guys left to run their laps here. Justin Doherty. Here, he's going to be out here. This is lap number 1 for him. We'll try to rotate between him and Zach Dickey here. They're the final 2 guys left to put in laps. Justin Doherty is going to be a little slow there on lap number 1 with a 15:23. He's going to look to improve with sector 1. That's not going to be his friend, as you're going to see. He slowed down there on the time chart. Slow down again here in sector 2. So if he wants to improve, he's got to find some speed here on lap number 3. Sector 1 on lap number 3. Quicker for Justin Doherty. Let's see what he does here on his final lap, and then we'll go to Zach Dickey here. He's going to be slower there. Not going to improve. Zach Dickey's going to be P8 on his lap number 1. 2 laps left for this 42 machine. Let's see if he can find any speed. He is quicker in sector 1. Slower in sector 2. Does he improve on his time? Yes, he does overall. Going to move him up in front of Doherty. Move him up to P7. He's quicker through sector 1 on his final lap. Let's see, can he find green here in sector 3 or maybe sector 2? Yes, he does. That's going to move Zach Dickey up to P4 in that 42. He's going to be happy with that lap. You know, maybe a little more on the table there for the 42, but all in all, I think he's going to be happy with that, and we're watching him, you know, maybe test out the grip levels up top a little bit. He knows nobody else is on the track. He doesn't want to leave Shaggy hanging. See here if he gives us a little wall kiss. Get pretty close. Seen him work the track into his liking. You know, track does carry over, so this is only going to help for later racing here. The more laps these guys do, that's for sure. But he said enough's enough. I'm going to take a quick break here and then Get me some water here for the heat. Qualifying is going to go like this. Michael Lonis, your fastest qualifier. David Haig, second. William Hess, third. Zach Dickey, fourth. And rounding out the top five, Brock Moskey. And we're going to go into heat race number 1 here. As starting on the pole, we've got the 5 of Michael Lonis and is outside. The 9 of William Hess. Starting on the inside of row number 2, the 3 of Brock Moskey, and is outside the 038 of Tyler Frankenberry. Rounding out the field tonight in that 39 machine, we've got the Grim Reaper, David Reapin. I mean, you gotta love that paint job. One of the best paint jobs in the field. Got the Grim Reaper on there, and, you know, we're looking for him to see what he can do here tonight at the Big E. As Michael Lonis looks to set the pace here, we're going to go around one more time at Eldora. So they give us a little engine rev. Much appreciated, gentlemen. You know, that's just letting you guys, the fans, know that they appreciate you turning in. They want you watching the show. You know, they like having a big crowd. And, you know, speaking of a big crowd, if you're out there watching, let us know who you're rooting for tonight. We want to know who you're rooting for here. The green flag's getting ready to fly here at the Big E. They're going to go play in the clay at Eldora Speedway. Here we go. Michael Lonis wasting no time on that restart. He's got any line of his choosing, but they're heating up for second. Almost 3 wide in 1 and 2. Tyler Frankenberry looking to be the meat in that sandwich there, but he kind of had to back out of the throttle there going into 3 and 4. He's going to let Brock Moskey go to work on that 9 of William Hess. Brock Moskey in and out a little bit with some connection issues, and William Hess, that's going to be a scary ride for him in that 9. Let's see if we can go on board with him here. He's going to try to counter back under Brock Moskey here. Not a big enough run to send it in, and Moskey's going to shut the door, but he's going to get a good run out of 4, maybe slight contact, 5 to go. Michael Lonis setting his own pace out front. Last time by a 15.5, but actually the quickest car on the track was this man, William Hess, with a 15.11, so he is trying to find pace to get back by that 3 of Brock Moskey. It's just tough to pass right now here at the Big E. Brock Moskey, though, he's going to leave the door open here. And the 9's trying to join the party here. 3 to go. He wants to take that P2 spot. Trying to maybe force some room there as he gets pinched down in 3 and 4, but Brock Moskey, he's going to be the benefit of that. Is now William Hess here. He's got to think about trying to even hold on to P3 as there Tyler Frankenberry goes by. He's looking for the 2-for-1 special in 3 and 4 as Brock Moskey's blinking and he's in the wall. Tyler Frankenberry able to get around Brock Moskey. Brock Moskey blinking in and out is countering back for second. We don't know where Moskey is now. Moskey in and out. Where is he? He's going to come on P2. Frankenberry loses P3 after, oh man. He is possibly going to have some gripes with that 3 of Brock Moskey, but Michael Lonis able to set the pace. He destroys in heat race number 1. Once again, if you're out there watching, let us know who you're rooting for. Is we're getting ready to roll off here for heat race number 2, and the grid's gonna look a little something like this. No, it's not. The grid doesn't want to pop up. It's being difficult here in the heat races, so I'm not gonna force the issue. It looks like we're running into our normal heat race number 2 problem for the top grid here. doesn't want to show up. We're gonna try to do this real quick. Starting on the pole, David Haig. This is outside the 42 is Zach Dickey. DJ Miller's going to roll off P3 and is outside Justin Doherty. Rounding out the field tonight is going to be Spencer Green. And you're going to hear me, or you're not going to hear me for a quick second. I'm going to try to fix our problem here. So we are going to try this out here. Still getting it to update with us live here with what we want. Still not giving us the grid here, so we're gonna roll with this here for heat race number 2. What do you say? We don't want to take away from the action here, and top ticker is gonna be back like normal in the feature here. But David Haig looking for 2 in a row, and the best way to do that here is be your heat race number 2 winner. Is he needs a Michael Lonis type start coming out of 3 and 4, and that's exactly what he gets. Great jump over the 42 of Zach Dickey and David Haig. Off to the races. See you later. Battle heating up though for P3 is Justin Doherty. Maybe slight contact there with DJ Miller going down the backstretch, and let's see, DJ's going to get a big run coming off the high side. Going to send it right back in there in 1 and 2, and he's got a big enough run that he's going to think about going for P2 here, as DJ Miller's not satisfied with just holding on to P3. Here he comes, big run in the middle of 3 and 4, but not enough to get under that 42 going into 1 and 2, and now you got to think Zach Dickey, he's in the preferred line coming out of 2, as he's able to gap the 185 of DJ Miller ever so slowly, but fastest lap of the race just happened, and it happened where you'd least expect it. Spencer Green in last place here, making a charge, trying to come up through the field. He's going to look to the high side of Justin Doherty in the 22. Justin Doherty trying to do what he can, but he's almost down there in no man's land right now. It's not a lot of room to get stuff done here when you're getting pinched down coming off the corner. David Haig at the halfway point, you're looking at it. Huge lead. The battle is in the back here. Spencer Green and Justin Doherty going at it door to door. And Zach Dickey trying to hold off DJ Miller here as the leader's coming around. 2 sticks in the air. David Haig all by himself out front. He loves what he's seeing in the mirror. Here goes DJ Miller looking for P2 and 3 and 4, and he can shut the door. Here's the white flags in the air. Final time around the track for Zach Dickey up front, or for David Haig up front, but Zach Dickey in the wall. He's going to lose a bunch of spots. Right front looks broken as Spencer Green's going to move up to P3. David Haig, your winner. DJ Miller, Spencer Green, Justin Doherty with a close P4, almost got P3 at the line. And Zach Dickey with a wounded right front after getting in the wall is going to lose P2. And man, tough break for Zach Dickey. We're going to leave you here with some sights and sounds of Eldora. I'm going to mute my mic. We're not going to go anywhere, though. But we're going to take a drink, hydrate the fluids, and click you around and give you some good views here, the Big E. So stick right with us. We are back here, Shaggy TV, with the Turn 4 camera here at the Big E, and Tyler Frankenberry right now, your top dog here in warm-ups, and followed David Haig, Brock Mosky, Dave Green, PJ Miller, MS Spencer Green, and pole sitter Mike Lonis right now, the slowest out of guys who have taken time, so he's going to look to improve that speed a little bit here if he wants to hold on to P1 here come feature time. Let's see here. We're going to see what we can do here. We're going to see if we can bring up that starting grid for you, and we can. Starting on the pole, we've got the 5 of Michael Lonis, and it is outside in the 07 David Haig. Inside of row number 2, we've got Brock Mosky, and it is outside the 185 of DJ Miller. Inside of row number 3, we've got the 9 of William Hess, and it is outside in the 14 Machine. We've got Spencer Green. Inside of row number 4, we have the 038 of Tyler Frankenberry, and to his outside in the double deuce, Justin Doherty. Running out the field tonight in row number 5, we've got the Grim Reaper David Reap, and his outside in the 42 Machine. We've got Zach Dickey. Should be a good showing here tonight as we're waiting on. Oh, the 5 of Michael Lonis not able to make the grid call, as that'll move Brock Mosky up to the pole, and man, you got a feel for the 5 of Michael Lonis here tonight. As you know what here? We're going to try to look at the positives, right, Shaggy? That's what I need to tell myself. Maybe Michael's doing that just so he can pace himself in the back. Maybe he doesn't want to get up front too early, catch himself being too aggressive. This is 100 laps here. You know, guys got to make sure they have enough fuel. That may have also been he had to go in there and check fuel, make sure he had enough, and you're going to have to make sure you got a right rear tire at the end. Guys are going to be hurting here with 20 to go, I'd imagine, so got to be patient. You got to make sure you've got something left at the end. I believe green flag should be in the air this time. I think they'll probably throw a quick caution here. Let's see here. Let's see if Michael can get in here. Michael is now in the pit.
Caution, yellow flag.
That'll be the plan. We'll get Michael back out here, get him his spot. No harm, no foul. So good on the officials here for setting the grid here and making sure that we got all 10 cars here for the start of the green. And like I always say, man, if you're out there watching, let us know who you're rooting for tonight. Got some newcomers in the field here, you know, William Hess, guy I'm not necessarily familiar with. Tyler Frankenberry, he was top of the speed chart there in warm-up, so you got to keep an eye out on that guy. Spencer Green in the 14. Not sure. Pace lights are still on, so we'll go around again here. Right now, David Haig just looking to see if he can, set that pace. He's winner last week, and now he's got the 5 of Michael Lonis below him. He wants to get around that 5. You know, you want to control the pace. You want to make sure you're comfortable with how you're running your right rear tire, and sometimes you can get caught in chase mode, sometimes be a little too aggressive. when you're in second place. So it's nice going out there and being able to set the pace here. His pace truck should be off this time as we're ready to go play in the clay at Eldora Speedway. No, we're not. Lights are still on. False alarm here. False alarm. But the way they slowed down from that pace truck, I really thought the lights were off and they were going this time here, but false alarm here. We're going to see lights are off now, so we should be getting ready to play this time by here. Here we go. Final time through 3 and 4. The boys are going to get ready to play at Eldora Speedway. Here we go.
Green.
Michael Lonis in the 5 with a great jump. Able to have whatever line he wants here going into 1 and 2. 3 wide, though, back in the middle of the pack. Here's Tyler Frankenberry. Is the meat and the sandwich between the 9 and the 14 is... Here we go. Cars battling. Oh, Tyler Frankenberry going to get a little help from the Grim Reaper, but the Grim Reaper's going to settle it down. No harm, no foul as they keep on rolling. Michael Lonis out front, though, kind of walking away. And, you know, this is what I talked about earlier. Maybe here's where he settles it down. I got a big lead. I don't need to do this, you know, got to be smart. Long, long way to go here. 100 laps at the Big E. Spencer Green, though, in that 14 machine. He's looking low on the 07 of David Egg. David Egg knows this is a long race. He talked about saving tires before. He's not necessarily gripping and ripping on that top shelf yet, but Tyler Frankenberry in the 038, he's all gas and no brakes right now. We saw him rip the lip to catch up. Big time slider on David Egg, who has to get out of the throttle, and he's going to pay the price here. Oh, Spencer Green gets a little sideways, almost some contact with the 40 or with the 9 of William Hess. Zach Dickey on the inside, making it 3 wide here, going into 3 and 4. William Hess gonna think best of that, just gonna get back up and line up top. Know that it's a long way to go here, but DJ Miller, last time by, 15:43. Quickest lap of the race here is...
The yellow flag is out.
Caution is out. Michael Lonis' lead has disappeared. Zach Dickey has gone around, I believe. Let's see if we can figure this out here. We're going to change the camera. Try to get a little better view. Zach Dickey going into 1 and 2. Clips the inside wall, pushes up the track, and the Grim Reaper tried to avoid him. He was running the diamond line. He tried to avoid him. Nothing he could really do there. Let's rewind that. Let's go on board with the Grim Reaper, actually. Try to show you a little bit of what these guys, you know, not much he could do here. You see, he just tightens up, pushes up. Maybe actually could have backed out a little bit earlier, but, you know, he probably didn't want another slider on him, and no harm, no foul. Long way to go here is Zach Dickey can just go in, get a quick repair, straighten everything out, race his way back to the front. Right now, that 5 machine, he's been out by himself here, but new caution, that'll tighten up the field here. And DJ Miller, I always talk about how much I like his paint job. He changed it on me. I love the green and black. DJ, this looks great, but still not my favorite color combination, so... And sadly, I think he lost my favorite paint scheme now. It's pretty close between that mellow yellow and that burning money scheme of Michael Lonis now. But Michael Lonis looking to burn up some rubber here on the restart coming out of 4 as he gets a good jump. DJ Miller looks to defend on Brock Mosky, but Brock Mosky with a good restart. He can go up and shut the door if he so chooses, and he's going to stick it on the bottom. Now he may pay the price as here comes old Frankenberry on the top. Little contact. He gets in the wall. A long way to go here for this 038. Maybe being a little too aggressive, but only time will tell how much tire he has left here at the end. As Michael Lonis, he's gone back down to that middle bottom. He's going to save tire while he can. That allows, you know, Tyler Frankenberry and DJ Miller a chance to run back up on the 5 of Michael Lonis, and that they are doing. Here comes Frankenberry high and handsome here. DJ Miller shuts the door, and Frankenberry, oh, that's going to break the right front, and that's going to spoil his night. He's going to have to slow that thing down and get a caution here. Caution is out. He is going to have a tough time bringing that back around to the pits, and no need to rub salt in the wound there. Well, you know what? That's what we do as a broadcaster. We've got to go back and, you know, we've got to look at this. We've got to take a look here. Let's see. Tyler Frankenberry, he got a big run off the high side and was, I mean, it looked like to me he got pinched in the wall, but let's see what you guys think. You know, maybe didn't have a full fender there. Probably his responsibility to back out, but DJ Miller definitely shuts the door, and Tyler Frankenberry, he's going to pay the price here. Up front, Michael Lonis, he loses that lead again here. Once again, if you're out there watching, well, we got Lily's bestie, I think, is rooting for David. You know, we got other people out there watching. Let us know who you're rooting for. Yeah, you know, give the channel a like and a subscribe. I always appreciate that. Really trying to build the brand here. I live real close to Lincoln Speedway in Williams Grove, Speedway in Pennsylvania. And love to have those jobs one day, so appreciate the help out there, and I always love bringing you guys a good show here on iRacing. And the Big E, man, means a lot, like I said earlier, to these guys here from Ohio, a lot of them, and they want to win the hometown track. So Michael Lonis, he's going to do what he can to try to set that pace here. Coming out of 4, he's going to look for a good jump, and he gets one, man. David Miller caught sleeping a little bit, and Brock Mosky, here's his chance. He's got to be more aggressive this time, and there he is. He's going to shut the door. Last time he pinched himself on the bottom, didn't want to shut the door, and he really ended up paying for it. So right now, he shut the door, and DJ Miller's going to work back down on the bottom in 1 and 2. No momentum. He's going to have to look to tuck up in line. Battling at the back, Tyler Frankenberry after getting in the wall. He's driving through with no regard, got his elbows out. He's going to get into the Grim Reaper. Tyler Frankenberry, he's just stuck on the bottom right now. Able to get it going, you know, on a restart when guys are bound up, but it's just so hard to pass here on the bottom at the Big E that up top is where you want to be. Michael Lonis last time by with a 15.29, fastest lap of the race. 2/10 faster than this man in P2. Brock Mosky, and 2/10 faster again than Brock Mosky here. Is last time I believe I threatened to bring up the lap history. We got a caution, so hopefully that doesn't happen again here. We'll show you the lap times of the front 3. Brock Mosky a little quicker than your leader, Michael Lonis, last time by. Keep him up here. Let's see what it is this time. Michael Lonis able to gnaw that lead right back out to where it was. Got that 10th of a second. Right back. Here they're crossing the start stand, rolling into turns 2. Let's show you how spread out the field is here. That's a good view of how spread out the boys are right now. Here's your biggest battle on the track is probably William Hess trying to run down David Haig. Spencer Green and David Wright have spread out a little bit. Tyler Frankenberry settled down. Zach Dickey has his hands full of the double deuce of Justin Doherty. This is for P9. Michael Lonis out front, though, has got that lead up to 1.1 seconds here at the Big E. Position changing hands a little bit. David Haig in the 07. He's going low. He's just going to let that 9 by. David Haig knows that this is a long race. You know, he experienced the tire wear issues before, and I don't think that man is in any hurry to burn up that right rear, and that's exactly what you're seeing right now. Quarter of the way through this thing, lap 26 out of 100, Mike Lonis. He'd be tired, but I'll tell you what, I was just going to say almost hoping this thing stays green here with that lead he has, but caution is out, and I am not too sure why. If you want the truth here, my software is just telling me yellow flag. Let's go see if while I'm on, while these guys are all slowed down, if we can find some trouble with somebody. Spencer Green, possibly. Okay, that's going to be it. So we're going to rewind just a little bit here, and we're going to follow Spencer Green. We're going to see what happens. Looks like this is the man who got into trouble. Yep, as he just on the slider, catches the wall, breaks the right front. Similar to how we saw Tyler Frankenberry's right front break, and, you know, these things don't like getting in the wall, so going to have to go in and use that quick repair and go fighting here. But now this kind of stuff is what makes that 07 of David Haig look very, very smart here.
Hang on, we're not going green.
Saving that tire, and right here he gets wound right back up to the field, and here a quarter of the way through, I don't even think it's go time yet, really, for that 7. He's got a lot of time to sit there and pace. Michael Lonis, on the other hand, he's hoping these things stay green here. That's all the 5 really wants. He's been able to walk away to big leads that, if it would stay green, I mean, a 3-second lead at 0.2 a lap, you know, that's 15 laps. I mean, that's a long way to make up. So Michael's hoping that he can set the pace and just get out to a big lead and hope this stays green. But the 5's going to get ready to play here at Eldora Speedway. Here he goes, setting the pace, and Brock Mosky with a good restart on the outside, not letting that 5 get too far away. Brock Mosky in that 3. This is the closest we've seen anybody to Michael Lonis here all night. Not really flirting with making a pass, though, as they're going down the front stretch. Michael Lonis clearly with the bigger run out of 4. Back through the field, David Reed feels the pressure from the double deuce of Justin Doherty here. Contact as we cross the start-finish line. Justin Doherty's going to lose another spot there to Spencer Green in the 14. William Hess feeling the heat from DJ Miller. DJ Miller's got to get out of the throttle here before he gets pinched up in the wall here as we're on lap number 30 out of 100. DJ Miller in the wall going down the backstretch. His right front may have broken, and you got to think he's hoping for a caution.
Caution, yellow flag.
We saw that happen live. Not going to need to go back and look at a replay there. Michael Lonis is just wondering what he's got to do out front. He's saying, settle down, boys. It's not that hard. That's what Michael's saying anyways. But when you got a clean track and nobody to get around, it makes the show a lot easier for you. DJ Miller is in the pits now, I believe, repairing that car, so hopefully he can get back out no problem here. Right now, your biggest mover is the Grim Reaper, David Reap. He started 9th. He's up to P6, up 3 spots. So shows how hard it is to pass that the biggest mover currently only 3 spots here is DJ Miller. He's still down here stuck in pit road.
Hang on, we're not going green. Not going
I'm
green.
gonna extend this for him here 1 lap probably to try to get the 185 of DJ Miller repaired and back on the track as we see he's still sitting in there in the pit box trying to get repairs to that 185. There we go. So the mother-in-law of David. It's always nice when the mother-in-law's in your corner, David. It means you must treat your wife pretty good, and good on you, man. DJ Miller still sitting in pit road. Not sure. They just dropped the jack. That thing will roll out, and he should be good to go here, ready to rejoin at the tail end of the field. A lot of racing action here left. Should have 70 to go. 69 to go here when we get the green. Michael Lonis going to try to set the pace in that 5 machine once again. They're off going into turn 1. Right now, William S. in that 9. He's going to throw it in there trying to get under that 07 of David Egg. But David Egg said, hey, man, it's go time, dude. Shaggy, I'm going to rip that lip. I'm going to go from 4th to P2 in 1 lap, and I'm right where I belong. Got my sights set on the 5. It's time to go. Big mover Tyler Frankenberry. We saw him up towards the front earlier. He had gotten damaged after being forced into the outside wall. He's back up to P5. Gotta keep an eye on this 038. David Egg right now in P2. Let's bring up the lap times. Let's see what the boys are working with the top 3 here. This Michael Lone is still setting the pace out front. Not blinding speed over the rest of the field, but still has more pace here at the Big E. This time by extends his gap a little further here, about a 1/10.5 over David Egg. Tyler Frankenberry trying to run down William Hess here. Justin Doherty with a big move on the 14 of William Green. Or Spencer Green. Spencer Green! No! He almost ran out of room on that slider. Man, Justin Doherty able to get on by. Zach Dickey running in the back here with DJ Miller. It looked like they had some contact at the top of the screen. They've since spread out, but the battle is on for P2. David Egg in the outside wall. Brock Mosky with a big slider in 3 and 4. Brock Mosky now takes over that middle step of the podium, and David Egg now, he's got some pressure from the 9 of William Hess. Speaking of pressure, the 22 of Justin Doherty, he's putting pressure on that 038. The 038 in the wall in 3 and 4. He looks for a slider in 1 and 2. Not enough room. Justin Doherty's got to keep it on the bottom. Not enough momentum to even think about throwing a slider in 3 and 4 as he tucks back in line. Both cars make a little contact as Tyler Frankenberry in the wall once again in 3 and 4. Justin Doherty going to look for a diamond line in 1 and 2. Thinking about countering under. He can't. For now, he's just going to have to hold on to P6. Back up front, Brock Mosky. Slowly but surely. He's got that fishing hook set on the rear bumper of that 5, and he is reeling Michael Lonis in. Let's show you the lap times. And faster than your leader. The last 5 laps here is Brock Mosky in this 3 machine. Michael Lonis just looks to be struggling for grip already on the exit of 4. And if you're struggling for grip on lap 44, it is going to be a long night for you. Brock Mosky's been able to get to the back of your leader in the 5. Michael Lonis not able to get a pass done, though, as Michael Lonis kisses the outside wall. Brock Mosky does the same in 3 and 4. Bumper to bumper for the lead as Brock Mosky is just waiting for the 5 of Michael Lonis to make a mistake. No, he's not. Gonna send it in big into 3 and 4. Gonna try to keep it on the bottom, but just not enough momentum to get the pass done. But what that does do, that puts the pressure on the 5 of Michael Lonis. Michael knows that 3 car has speed, and he is looking for ways to get around him. All of that wears on you as a driver, and man, Michael knows he's got a long way to go here. 52 and a half laps here as they're going down the backstretch. Justin Doherty in that 22 machine. He's making a pass for that final step of the podium, and he did it on the bottom in 3 and 4. Contact. David Haig maybe floats up the track trying to throw a slider, and Justin Doherty able to hold on but battle for the lead here again as we're coming up on lap traffic. David Reap, the Grim Reaper, he's going to try to keep it on the bottom here going down the backstretch. Trying to stay out of the way here, but Justin Doherty, he came to play today in 3 and 4. Oh no, caution is out. What happened? Looks like the Grim Reaper maybe spins out down here on the bottom. Justin Doherty was making a pass for the lead, and it all goes away. Oh, he maybe tried to get in the pits and just got sideways. Caution comes out, and well, man, Doherty, you gotta feel for that guy. This is a tough one for the 22 here. He is gonna be fuming in that race helmet. Michael Lonis starting to feel that heat out front. Brock Mosky has been all over him for the last 10 laps. One mistake, and we're going to have a new leader here at the Big E. We're halfway when we get the green flag. Literally, we've completed 50. We'll have 50 to go here, so. They are doubled up. I don't want to look dumb here and tell you that the pace lights are off unless I really see it here. Looks like we are going to go green this time. Michael Lonis looks to set the pace here in that 5 machine.
Green, green, green.
Here he comes. Good restart from Brock Mosky. Brock Mosky timed that perfect. And here he goes on the top shelf. He is going to take the lead over just like that. Sayonara. Justin Doherty on the bottom in 3 and 4 is looking for P2. Michael Lonis gets a little shot in the rear end from Tyler Frankenberry. He gets in the outside wall, and there's cars spinning. DJ Miller goes around. Big wreck, big wreck. We're going to have a lot to digest here. Let's actually, we'll stay on Michael Lonis here for pretty much this lap. We'll go back to the restart here. It's very important. Let's see, Michael Lonis here. So he floats. So it wasn't Frank and... Oh, okay. He actually maybe pinched Haig a little bit. Actually, looking at that, Haig may have gotten a big run there, come out of nowhere, and yeah, that's gonna hurt Haig, and a lot of cars gonna have to go get quick repairs after that one. Michael Lonis, though, feels confident enough that he didn't get a lot of damage out of that. He's going to stay out there for this restart. He's got the outside front row right now. So lights off. The lights are off on the Steve King Foundation pace truck. Here is, we're going to be getting ready to roll back to the green flag here at the Big E. Now Justin Doherty, he's in the pits. I'm not sure if, it doesn't look like they're going to extend this for the 22 to get back out there. It's going to be a tough break for him, but your leader, Brock Mosky, with a great start. He gets a big jump over the 5 of Michael Lonis. Tyler Frankenberry looking to go from 4th to 2nd here, but he runs out of steam on the bottom. He's got to tuck back in line. Battle heating up for that middle step of the podium as William S. and the 9 all over the back of that 5 here. He's looking to maybe diamond off, get a big run going down the backstretch, but he's going to stay in line in 3 and 4. David Haig trying to get some spots back after that unfortunate need to pit here. He's got to climb his way back through the field and past the halfway point. That 07, he knows he's running out of time, but he's going to throw a slider on the 14 of Spencer Green, and he's going to do it clean. We got a new driver there, P5, David Haig. David Haig now going to set his sights on P4, Tyler Frankenberry. He's thinking about throwing a slider. Has got caught in the wall. He's getting a 2-for-1. He's going from 5th to 3rd. Now he's trying to run down Michael Lonis for that middle step of the podium. Tyler Frankenberry really hurt by that one there. As you saw, he had to check up in line. Now he's stuck back in line behind the 07 of David Haig. But caution is out here on the racetrack. Spencer Green, possibly, I'm seeing. Let's see what happened here. There it is, yeah, right front broken. Caution's out. Oh, DJ! Good save, DJ Miller. Man, that could have been a closer for DJ. Brock Mosky out front right now. The man setting the pace. He had let Michael Lonis walk away early on, but on that most recent restart, got a great jump on the high side, timed it perfect, and was able to take away the lead from Michael Lonis through turns 1 and 2 on the high side. Something you don't see very often, in a race where the leader controls the restarts. That was a real impressive start there from the 3 of Brock Mosky. Lights still on the pace trucks, and we're not going green this time by. Gonna go around again here. We'll have 42 to go when we get the green flag here, so basically a feature left on our hands. Normally they run around 35, 40 laps in real life. So gotta hope you saved some tire left. Or you still have some tire left. Huh. Excuse me. Extended the caution there one more, so we're going to go around again here. This should be the final time, we hope. Try to get some confirmation here with some lights. They do look off this time. It's the 5 of Michael Onis. He's got to take a page out of Brock Moskey's playbook here. He's got to get a good start, pinch him down low, and take this lead back. That's going to be the way to get it back here is Brock Moskey. Little laggy there on the restart. You know, that's going to favor him at the end of the day. That's hard for the drivers around you as he gets a good jump there on the 5. David Haig, though, looking for that middle step of the podium. He's going to work on that 5 of Michael Onis, but he knows the top's the place to be, and he's trying to block Frankenberry a little bit there. Zach Dickey hard into the inside wall, and we'll probably get another caution here. Zach Dickey in this 42 machine, just kind of a victim of this. Tyler Frankenberry gets a shot from the 9, and Frankenberry gets a little squirrely, goes down into the 42, and he's going to go around. William Hess going to come in for some repairs. Zach Dickey as well, it looked like was coming in for repairs. Just quick repairs in and out. That's what we like to see. Here we're coming, what should be 1 to green here, I think. Lights are off on the pace truck. Here we are. Brock Moskey's going to lead us back to the start here. Brock Moskey, your leader, gets into the wall. Michael Onis from the 5 can't counter. Contact there for P4. Oh, man, somebody goes around his... I was choking on my own saliva there for a second, as you can probably hear the aftermath of it. That's why we were quiet. But Spencer Green here, he's on the bottom 3 wide, and he's going to have some bad luck here. As Frankenberry maybe gets chopped a little bit by the 07, and he comes down into the 14 of Spencer Green, and we got another caution out on the track. Man, this is where you just want to tell those drivers, boys, we got a long way to go here. We got 15 minutes left to race, and at least if we stay green flag, pretty close to it. So you just want to settle down. You don't need to necessarily be the leader right now. You know, you just got to try to get yourself up into that top 3. Make sure you're there to strike at the end. You don't want to burn up what you have right now, or, you know, make any enemies trying to get to the front, because it's not super important right at the moment. You got a lot of time to get things done, and when we go green here, I expect the field to spread out here as the 3 looks to fire early, and he does.
Green flag, green flag.
Good jump for the 3 of Brock Moskey as he can go right up against that wall. Battle is on for P2 though. David Haig looked and oh, Michael Lonis got a little loose, comes down, slaps the 07 of David Haig, and that got the boys squirrely behind him, and all of a sudden Spencer Green says, hey guys, remember me? David Haig able to get around Michael Lonis though, and now Tyler Frankenberry, he's got his sights set on the 5 of Michael Lonis, as Michael Lonis just seems to be struggling for grip right now on the high side. Michael Lonis with a good enough run right now that he can try to counter back, but Tyler Frankenberry, does he throw it in deep? Yes, he does. He's going to shut the door on the 5. 5 in the outside wall. He can't counter back. David Haig. Dun-dun. 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 It's Shark Week, ladies and gentlemen. And here he comes, David Haig. He's sneaking up on him like a shark here. Let's show you these lap times as he is really starting to show some pace here. That is not what we wanted. That is Delta. We want lap times. That is sector. That is still not what we want. We are going to find it, and here it is. And every time I actually get to it, that is the caution button, apparently. Talked about it earlier. I wanted to bring up the laps. As soon as we do anything like that, the drivers say, hey, guys, we need a break. As DJ Miller, it must have been a hard crash. He jumped to the pits here. Let's check it out. Nah, DJ Miller, he just kind of loses it by himself. Goes down, and I think, you know, is maybe trying to just get off the track and park it without a caution. But, hey, we come to a stop here at Eldora Speedway, they're going to throw out the yellow, and that's exactly what happened. So right now, when we get the green flag, we'll have 32 to go. Plenty of time for David Haig to go to work on that 3 of Brock Moski. Michael Lonis is going to go in and hit this thing. You know, that was a little bit of a longer pit stop here. I'm wondering, that thing looked like it was jacked up. I'm wondering, you know, most dirt races, they don't let you change tires. I'm wondering if this, maybe they gave them another set of tires or two here since it's the Big E, and if you can get tires in there, that's a big deal for the 5. Almost certain, you know, iRacing doesn't do tire changes on dirt, but I could be wrong, as it looked like, you know, that thing was jacked up and it wasn't just a quick repair like we've seen some other guys do. Right now, Brock Moski looks to set the pace. Good jump coming out of 3 and coming out of 4. And Tyler Frankenberry's going to try to follow him along. He's going to shut the door. He's going to throw a slider in 1 and 2. And now all of a sudden, David Haig, he loses a spot in 1 and 2. Tyler Frankenberry, here he comes, the newcomer. All over the back of our leader. And we saw Zach Dickey hard into the inside wall. No caution, no caution. They keep racing. Battle up front, Tyler Frankenberry. We may have a new leader in Michael Lonis. Look at him on the bottom. You gotta think, yeah, was there a way that, you know, you could maybe get tires here? That thing's a new car. Look at it on the bottom. Michael Lonis, here he comes, doing it on the low line. Now he's going to go up top and try to protect, but man, if I'm him, I'm almost stay right on the bottom, but Brock Moski hard into the outside wall. Oh! Comes down the track in front of Spencer Green. That's going to hurt Spencer Green. Oh, man, he's got a tow, and, well, we might have to wait for some guys to get their tow time in, but let's go ahead. Let's find Brock Moski. Let's see if we can't go find when he got in the wall here. We have to watch for a couple of laps. We don't have that exactly. This is when they were battling for the lead. So this actually, we have time to kill here. This. So there's Michael Lonis getting it done on the bottom. Brock Mosky, high side 3 and 4. No contact between him and David Haig. Throws it in deep in 3 and 4, and he just catches it. David Haig actually catches the wall as well, but not enough to damage the car. But man, that's a tough break for your leader, Brock Mosky.
Hang on, we're not going green. Not going green.
Yeah, Michael Lonis right now, though. Man, that thing is a rocket ship. Just looking at these pit times, his was just longer than everyone else. You gotta wonder if maybe he didn't have a quick repair and they were having to bang it out, or maybe, you know, he took advantage of a tire change there, and if he did good on him, you know, if the other guys aren't aware of it, it's not like there's something he can do that everyone else can't do, so. That thing is in its own world right now. He's found some grip on the bottom of the track. Or, you know, it could have been a case of the whole time. He's maybe just flirting up top. Wasn't really overburning it. Just getting squirrely, taking it easy, you know, just like goosing it up because he was running quarter throttle most of the time. He may have been saving right rear. Who knows? The lights are off on the pace truck, and we should be going green this time by here at the Big E. Michael Lonis with a great jump here, and David Haig, he's got his hands full with Frankenberry. Frankenberry able to do what he did before. Big slider, caught it in the wall, and
The yellow
well,
flag
that
is
right
out.
front's broken, and another quick caution here. Actually, it looks like maybe Zach Dickey crashed as well. Oh, that was the previous one. Nope. iRacing just upset. So yeah, that's going to be the reason for the caution there. Here we go. Time to settle down. Rein in those horses a little bit. If you're out there watching, let us know you think's got this thing. We're going to have about 27 laps to go when we go back to green here. Here trying to set the pace here. We know he's got a fast car. The green flag is out. Great jump for the 5 of Michael Lonis. David Haig. Here he's able to hold on to P2 from the 9 of William S. No big time moves coming behind him. Tyler Frankenberry, we've seen speed out of him. He's got to fight his way from the back now as Brock Mosky and Spencer Green tangle a little here in the back. Right now, David Haig, he's got absolutely nothing for that 5 car. That 5 car is in a new area code, 1584 last time by. Everybody else in the 16s. Man, let's take a look at these. Wow. Right now, Michael Lonis, he is driving. The last time by, Michael Lonis did slow down a little bit. He got caught in the wall a little bit, I believe. Or maybe just experimenting saving the bottom. Let's go up and look here. Yeah, he's just nursing it in the middle, taking it easy. He knows he's got no reason to burn off what he's got. You don't get bonus points for fastest lap in here, so no reason to go be a killer here. Zach Dickey trying to see if he can't get to that bottom step of the podium here with 21 to go. That 42 machine slowly reeling in that 9 of William Hess. William Hess doing it on the high side. Zach Dickey, I was going to say doing it in the middle here, but now he goes high and handsome in 3 and 4. He's looking for a little bit more, trying to find a good run. William Hess pulls away as Zach Dickey gets into the wall, and now William Hess, no pressure from behind, as now he can see if he can settle down and go to work and try to run down that 07 of David Hay. Michael Lonis out front has almost a straightaway lead here. As they go through turns 1 and 2, we're going to go to turn 3 camera. We're going to show you that gap here Michael's developed. Full backstretch lead, and the caution is out. And now you gotta be wondering if any of these guys have maybe caught on. Maybe thought about, hey, I'm going to come here and pit and possibly get tires, but Tyler Frankenberry, he looks to be the reason for the caution. Let's see what happens. So 38 machine coming out of turn 4. He catches the front stretch wall. He goes around and tags the wall again and says enough's enough. I'm going to jump to the pits here. Okay, now this is what I want to see. Rock Mosky he didn't get any damage. This is what, this interests me a lot. We're gonna, oh wait, okay, never mind. Maybe he does have some right front damage, so he may have gotten some damage somehow. Let's see if they lift the jack up on this thing, if looks like he's getting tires. That's gonna be a terrible view for that. Yeah, they're lifting the jack up. He's gonna get new tires. Keep an eye out on this 3. Somebody else found out what was going on there, I think. And this is newer to iRacing Dirt. I did not know that you could change tires. Maybe in a more recent update, but this is actually something that I'm gonna reach out to those other league guys here that I talked about that Knoxville National charity with, and if tire changes are an option,
hang on, we're not going green. Not going green.
Very, very interesting on when you want to come in and get rubber. So you got to think, if Michael Lonis, if you only get one set and he can't do it again, he may have jumped the gun. It's real easy to get frustrated and want to get by guys and pass them early, but that 3 of Brock Mosky, man, he may be a guy to watch here as we get rolling. His truck is in. 5-car Michael Lonis going to set the pace here, and David Haig, those guys sitting in that right behind him, you gotta wonder, they must not be on to the tire deal, because Rock Mosky here, we're gonna watch him for a lap or 2. We're gonna see the difference this makes. Look at those guys fighting for grip up top. There's another one. Now Mosky, where I think he's messing up, yeah, you don't want to go up and flirt, you're gonna waste time. Go down, there's another one, that's 2. Rock Mosky already up to P3 after pitting for tires. Michael Lonis up front. He's got that lead up to about 2.5 seconds. Brock Moskey's going to make this easy. Let's look at the gap. Okay, we're going to go into turn 3 here. There's Mike. Here comes Brock. So Brock Moskey's got a lot of work to do in 13 laps if he wants to run down that 5. David Egg in the wall behind him. He's wishing he had some new sneakers on that 07. Brock Moskey in and out. We're trying to follow him, but when he's blinking, iRacing here doesn't know what to do. So we're going to go back to Michael Lonis here. We're going to see if Brock Moskey can maybe get that thing back together. The connection's settling back in. Take a look here. Michael Lonis. That gap, he's increasing that gap over Brock Moskey, so he may have saved enough tire, and Michael Lonis may...
Yellow flag is out.
Either got to watch for is old Spencer Green to a stop there on the backstretch, and yeah, we got another caution for a guy coming to a stop on the racetrack here with 10 to go. And you know, I try not to show that, and, you know, it is what it is, but man, you can't help but show your disgust a little bit when guys want to affect the race like that instead of just making it into the pits, trying to be nice about that. But, you know, Michael Lonis looking for his first win here. The Crown Jewel Pro Late Model Series with a 3-second lead, and that's gone. It's gone just because someone didn't want to pull in the pits, or, you know, at least try, at least make it look good. And it's always a little frustrating when you're the leader. But Michael Lonis here, got to look to the brighter side here. He's got to hold off the 3 here for the final 9 laps here at the Big E. Brock Moskey not letting that 5 out of his sights as he sticks with him through 3 and 4. But Michael Lonis with a big run on the high side. He is just running that much more dangerous line right now. Thin cushion, and man, he is letting it all hang out tonight. His bottom step of the podium here, David Haig, not feeling much pressure from the 9 of William Hess. Zach Dickey in the 42 looking to take over P4. 6.5 laps to go here as we go through 3 and 4. Michael Lonis, one mistake, and he's got that 3 ready to breathe fire down his back. And there it is. That may be the mistake. Kisses the wall in 1 and 2. Brock Moskey not close enough to send it in, though, in 3 and 4. Michael Lonis has yet to win a Crown Jewel Pro Late Model Series event this season, and man, he feeling that pressure from the 3 of Brock Moskey. This is not going to be an easy win here for the 5 of Michael Lonis as we're 4 to go. Brock Moskey doing what he can to try to hang with that 5, but the 5 is just carrying so much momentum off the top coming out of the corners. Gonna throw it in deep into 1 and 2, has to lift out of the throttle so he doesn't get in the back of the 5. He's blinking in and out here. Michael Lonis about to see those 2 sticks in the air. We've got 2 to go here at the Big E. Michael Lonis with a big run off the top out of 2. He's trying to hold on, but he kisses the wall in 3 and 4. Brock Moskey with a slider, white flag in the air. Michael Lonis with a slider in 1 and 2, but you got to think Brock Moskey may have the preferred line here in 3 and 4. Michael Lonis is going to run the rim here. Brock Mosky in the middle. Who's going to take it at the line? Brock Mosky steals it. Oh, Michael Lonis is going to be frustrated with that caution, but Brock Mosky, he is smiling ear to ear, and that number 3 is he is able to steal it at the checkered flag. Let's go back and take a look at this final lap here on the white flag. So here we go. Michael Lone is going to counter underneath. Brock Mosky, I said, he may have the preferred line here in 3 and 4. I saw some tack down there. Mosky's going to hold his line, not going to pinch the 5. And here at the line, that's how close it was. Wow. Man, Michael Lonis is going to be filled with heartbreak after this one. Man, that's a tough one for him. That's going to be a tough pill to swallow here for the 5. David Haig, he's going to bring it home. P3 tonight. Zach Dickey, or William Hess 4th. Zach Dickey 5th. Spencer Green 6th. Tyler Frankenberry 7th. DJ Miller 8th. Justin Doherty P9 in the Grim Reaper. David Reap, he's going to round out the field tonight. Tough night for him, and we're going to see if we can get David Haig in the booth. And it looks like we do have him here. David Haig, Shaggy up in the booth, man. You got a copy?
Yes, sir.
Hey, man. So, not even sure if you were aware of this, and, if I'm throwing people under the bus, I apologize. But, David, did you know that you could go in there and get new tires tonight?
No, I had no idea.
Yeah, when you go back and look at this, you're going to be kicking yourself. I noticed it looked like Michael's car got jacked up with about 30 to go, and there on the with about 2 cautions to go, I saw Brock Mosky pulling the pits without damage, and I'm like, all right, let's keep an eye on this. Yeah, they jacked up both sides, and man, that was the medicine tonight. New tires, dude, you didn't really stand a chance.
No, I wish I knew that, man. I was even giving Mike shit over the our chat. I said, man, you got some kind of grip hack on there or what? He said, no, I'm just taking it easy on my tires. Like, yeah, okay.
Yeah, no, I mean, it's quite possible, but I'll tell you what, when you go back and look at the broadcast, Brock Mosky, I think it's pretty telling there when I follow him in the pits, and it looks like iRacing maybe allows dirt tire changes now, so it's going to be another card that you got to learn to play here.
Definitely. Yeah, I'm going to have to get on board with that. I definitely didn't stand a chance. I did my best to save tires too. And I didn't stand a chance at the end for sure.
No, yeah, I mean, we'd kind of spotlighted you early on, and I talked about you being a guy who knows you got to save tires, and I mean, you played the 1 tire set. I don't think anybody really knew.
Yeah.
Oh, excuse me, that you were going to be able to change tires, but hey, man, all in all, able to bring home a P3. Pretty good night for you, David. Who you want to thank?
Yeah, just everyone that is interested in watching. I got some people watching the link that I shared, and my family for kind of cheering me on, and all the guys in the league. I appreciate everyone racing clean and owning up to stuff. I know I wasn't the cleanest tonight, especially once my tires started to go. I was just doing everything I could to stay out of people. So if I got into you, I'm sorry. Yeah, and thank you, of course, for putting this on. Everyone that watches it loves it. They love the job that you do, and so do I. So appreciate it.
Well, hey, man, that means a lot, and trying to improve my game week by week, that's for sure. But hell of a job tonight, David, and looking forward to talking to you again next week.
Hey, you too. Have a good one.
Appreciate it. It's going to be your P3 finisher, David Haig, and now we're going to step on up with Michael Lonis. Man, Michael, what a heartbreak, dude. Got us through those last 2 laps.
Yeah, it's part of it. I'm glad to see Brock win one, but yeah, that caution wasn't my friend. That's for damn sure. So, oh well, we're used to it by now. But really happy with the setup. Blake Majulis really got us tied up there a few weeks ago, or a week or 2 ago, and it showed tonight. me and Brock saved our stuff pretty much the whole race. It might not have looked like it, but we just slow rolling the car as much as we could, and then picking back up. And then, like I said, everybody kind of got up in the mix there for a minute, and I think it definitely showed there at the end. We kind of just left the field once we turned it on. So yeah, really super happy with how fast we were. And I mean, to lose it like that, you can't really be mad. It was a hell of a race, and me and Brock put together a pretty good show, and always race each other clean, and really happy to see him get a win.
Yeah, man, for sure. And I'll tell you, I didn't know if you could do it or not. I wasn't sure if, when you went in the pit and you could change tires or not. But I'll tell you what, when you go back and look at this, man, take a look at that 3 car there with 19 to go. He goes in and pits. And, man, it sure looked like they jacked up each side of that thing and put new sneakers on it. And, man, that guy was rolling, dude. He had a hot rod those last couple laps.
I think it did it because he replaced I think he had a bent tire or something, so it might have just replaced the one. I'm not sure, but he sent me. We have about the same amount of percentage at the end, so yeah, I don't know. Maybe he did. I don't know, but yeah, we had a fast car, and I was really happy with the speed we both showed, and these CFM sets are really good. So I hate to see Dalton and everybody miss, but I'm sure they would have been right there with us, but really happy with the P2. Hopefully we can build off this into the next week.
Yeah, man, just slipped away at the line there, but man, you're getting ever so closer, and that win's coming for sure, Mike. But congratulations on the P2, man. Who you want to thank?
I got to thank Dave with Black Skull Ranch, Dice Race Designs, High Point, Blake Majulis. Like I said, he set us up pretty good here recently with CFM and Majulis Speed Shop, Ghost Energy, Chris Ferguson Motorsports, Trueform, BCR, all my guys. I hate to see, looks like a lot of guys dropped out tonight, but glad for everybody that stuck it out. And yeah, just happy to have you on board, and looking forward to Thursday night, and just appreciate everybody. iRacing Dirt Memes, I'll throw them in there. And yeah, that's about it, man. I got to thank my wife, Abby. I've had a ton of laps over the past few weeks. We've kind of taken a break from testing with the holiday, but yeah, we put in a lot of time. And like I said, I sneak down here when chaos is ensuing in the house and kids are trying to go to bed, dinner's getting cleaned up. So appreciate her and letting me come down here and play around.
Well, hey, man, let's be honest. Life's full of coulda, woulda, shouldas, but man, if that caution doesn't come out with 10 to go, I think we're talking to you on the top step tonight. But
yeah, like I said, we've got a lot of wins, and anytime you finish like that, I mean, I'll count that as a win any night. We had a car that was pretty much dominated, and Brock came on there at the end and really put one together. So really happy for him. And if anybody's going to beat me, I'm glad it's Brock. So like I said, he's my boy, and we've had our good share of success, and might not have showed it in this series. We got a really good competition, but we've had a lot of success, and Brock always seems to get some bad luck. And tonight he was on it. So good for him, and I'm so happy for him, and one of my best friends on the sim and in real life. So like I said, shout out to him, shout out to my guys.
Well, hey, hell of a job, Michael, and looking forward to Thursday night, my man.
All right, we'll see you then. Thanks.
That's your P2 finisher, Michael Lonis. And now we're going to jump up here. We've got your winner, Brock Moskey. Brock, man, what an exciting final 2 laps, dude. Talk me through it.
I don't even know. I honestly didn't think I was going to be able to get around him. Michael Lonis is a hell of a driver. And we raced side by side a lot. We raced a lot together when we were racing. When we do get on the stem, I don't know. I don't know what to say. I just gave her all at the end right there. I looked at my tires when this was all over with. I was at 48% on the right rear. I don't know what happened. I have no idea. It was fast is all I can say.
Yeah, and this isn't, don't take this the wrong way. I'm just saying what I saw. I followed you there in the pits there with 19 to go, man. And, Dude, call me crazy, but it looked like they jacked up each side of that thing, man. And dude, when you came back out, you were lightning, dude. It did it.
I said the same thing. I'm like, I don't even know what's going on. I actually told Linus, I said, just go. So don't even worry about me. It's got me as I drove in, and my car's pretty damaged, and it's going to be some time. And then all of a sudden it said, go, go, go. I'm like, I don't know if it was a glitch in the system or whatever, but looking at the tires after the race was over, it was pretty much right where they probably should have been. I don't know what happened, but it was on a rail.
Yeah,
I do know that.
You know, and that's not just you either, because when you go back and look at it, see what made me want to watch you go down pit road is Michael, the earlier caution. I just caught the end of him, and it looked like the left side was coming down, like it had just gotten, dropped off the jack. So I was like, wait, man, can these guys maybe get tires? And then when I followed you in, yeah, that's why I was like, what's going on? But yeah, man, it was wild, dude. And whatever happened, I'm glad it happened because
you can't pick the check mark for the tire. It won't let you do any of that stuff. I mean, we've all tried it. You know what I'm saying? I don't know if there's a glitch because it said I had a right front damage. That's all it said. I couldn't even get the car barely in the pits. You know what I mean? And yeah, and once it did, I was looking at my phone real quick. So that's what I told him. I was like, oh, it's got numbers up as like it's fixing me, like like whatever. I'm like, I don't care, dude. There's only like 9 laps to go. Go ahead and finish it out. And then all of a sudden it said go, go, go. I'm like, what? And I kind of looked up and boom. I'm like, all right, I'm on the track. Let's go. We got 9 laps to see if I can do something. But,
yeah, man. Like I say, dude, whatever happened, man, I'm glad it happened because, man, it made for fireworks. And, dude, that last lap was probably the most exciting last lap of the season. And, getting a win here with Michael, dude, that says something. I mean, Michael's been fighting hard for his first win. So, dude, you really had to earn that to take it from him. Hell of a job tonight.
Yeah, and I was really good early, too. I saved my tires early. I wasn't beating them around or nothing either because I knew that they were going to all wear out. Everyone's tires are going to just blister pretty much and turn into nothing. But yeah, and then when I got the lead, I was even easy on that. I think I had a 2-second lead or something at one point. The cautions kept coming though. That kind of hurt it. But other than that, I'm happy with the way the car was. Jewel will stay, been talking to Lotus and, kind of talking to him or trying to get some stuff figured out for just kind of our little local league thing we got going on. I can't get a race with the big boys. That'll never happen. But I like what we got going on here. If you get every driver in this league, it's fairly good. So it makes it for fun racing though.
No, yeah, 100%, man. And I know you shout out the speed shop there real quick, but man, you got a lot of sponsors on that thing. Man, who you want to thank tonight from the top step of the podium?
First and foremost, I want to thank Michael Lonis, and being a good friend and just being there while we're racing stuff. Bob's Auto Body Sales, High Point Firearms, BCR, Dice Designs, and the iRacing meme page. I'll pretty much finish that off for the sponsors. Oh, OVDTR.com. I forgot about them. But yeah, that's who I want to thank. And like I said, appreciate you doing what you're doing. You do a good job of it. I'm glad you're here to follow us along and announce for everybody and do a good job that you do.
Well, hey, man, that means a lot. And I'll tell you what, man, it sounds cheesy, dude, but when you guys have finishes like that, man, makes my job easy. So I appreciate you guys for that. And, dude, hell of a job, Brock. Looking forward to a lot more of these interviews. Oh, yeah, I'm hoping again. We'll try her again this Thursday. We'll see how it goes, if we can be up on the podium and I can talk to you. Sounds good, man. Well, that's going to be your first place finisher, Brock Mosky, and you're watching him drive it up on the top step here at Eldora. Congratulations to this man. Hell of a job at the end. He turned the jets on and was able to steal the show here at the Big E. And, the Big E, yeah, we're done. But we still got 2 weeks left here. Cedar Lake next week, and like I say, the dirt track in Charlotte in 2 weeks. But I'm hoping maybe I can talk these guys into pushing back a week, but we'll see what happens here. Worst comes to worst, we'll find another broadcaster for that one, but it's not going to be me because my wife will leave me. So got to have your priorities straight. But thanks for tuning in tonight here on Shaggy TV. I'm Zach Chapman, and it was a pleasure bringing you the Dirty Dozen Crown Jewel Pro Late Model Series. And, you know, if you like these guys, if you want to see some more racing action, they're going to be here with, you know, I don't think they're going to care. Let's throw them up. Same guys. They're going to be here, the Buckeye Brawlers. So make sure you're here. I believe we're going to be at Lernerville because we took a week off. They should be in week 2. So make sure you tune in Thursday night, 9 p.m. Eastern. Once again, I'm Zach Chapman, part of Shaggy TV, and thanks for taking your evening and spending it with me here on YouTube. Have a good one.